Hey guys, welcome to this week's edition of Hats Off at Wakefield. Welcome, welcome. Today I have someone very famous with us.
Oh man.
This is Mr. Santos. This is terrific news for you because he's all grown up and he's a product of Wakefield schools.
Absolutely.
All about the W, baby.
All about the W.
That's right. Okay, so I'm going to take you way back to when I met Santos. Santos was at Wakefield Middle when I worked there, and it's probably been 14 years ago when we met. So, as long as some of you have been alive, how scary is that?
It's true. It's true. Really scary.
And this is how I got to know Santos. First of all, a lot of you know my husband, Mr. Insco, Coach Insco, who worked here last year and the year before. And Santos was one of his football players down at the middle school. And so one day, Santos had made some poor choices. Got in with a little raggedy crowd and wasn't doing some things that he was supposed to. And I was in charge of peer mediation. And it occurred to me that maybe Santos was trying to get some attention. And so maybe I could focus on him as a peer mediator and bring him into that, and it would help him make better decisions and things like that.
Absolutely.
Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
Oh, good.
I do remember that.
Good. So we met in middle school and have kept in touch ever since. And as you can see, he has turned into a dapper, famous young man that we're so excited to call Wakefield alum. So I want you to walk me through your high school experience. What was that like socially for you, academically for you? What are your memories of high school?
High school, honestly, I had a phenomenal time here at Wakefield. Whether it was dealing with the coaches such as Jim Doyle, which was my basketball coach, or Coach Dinwiddie, my football coach, Mr. McMasters, who was my math teacher. They did and played such an instrumental role in my growth and development while I was here at Wakefield. A lot of the friends that I had in middle school and high school were still best of friends till today. We still hang out, we still do dinners, lunches, and just still get together to figure out ways for us to continue to grow and find success in our careers. Honestly, Wakefield was and still has played an instrumental role in my growth and development. Dr. Savage, that's currently at Heritage, he was a huge help and support for me coming through from my freshman year through my senior year. And of course, Mrs. Insco, you played an instrumental role in my growth and development as well, just due to the fact that you always kept up with me and you always cared. So to me, that was more valuable as a young man growing up, knowing that someone cares and they're invested in your growth and development.
Where are the tissues? That's so sweet. Thank you.
No problem.
Thank you. So it sounds like you really were able to establish really good relationships with both adults in the building as well as peers.
Absolutely.
And you've maintained those relationships throughout your life.
Absolutely.
And it's made a big impact.
Absolutely.
So I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
All right, so let's jump forward a little bit. You finish up high school here. As you're finishing, you're trying to make some decisions. You're playing football, and you're trying to make some decisions about college. How did you decide, and what did you decide for college?
So, college-wise, was tough. Because my senior year was all about football. Where am I going to play? I just need to make the best decision and the best fit for me. And being a high school senior, all you think about is college football. I'm thinking about going to the NFL and all that good jazz. But, sometimes the reality of things, when it sets in, it's not the way you want it to be. So I ended up going to Western Carolina, just out in the mountains, about 5 hours away from home. And one of the key reasons I went out there is because being in Raleigh, going to Wakefield, I had a lot of attention. And I just wanted to go somewhere where no one knew who I was. I just wanted a fresh start. A small school, about 10,000 students. Small school seemed like the right fit for me. at that point in time, and it ended up being great. I went there, played there 4 year, thought about transferring out and coming back and playing at state, but I took a semester off from playing football, and I realized that using my brain will serve me more than using my body to be able to make it. So stayed at Western, graduated from Western in 2013, and after I graduated, came back to Raleigh, and I've been in Raleigh since then.
Awesome. How did you know that Western was a good fit for you?
It was different. So when I got there, you had so many people from different walks of life, whether they were from like New York, Atlanta, Chicago. So you just had so many different students from all over the country, and some international as well. And when I got there, I felt at home. I felt at peace. I felt relaxed. There was no pressure for me to be Santos, the athlete. Just being Santos, the regular student, was what I wanted. I just wanted to be seen as a regular student instead of a student athlete. And Western Carolina, the administrators, the professors, the staff there, faculty, they were so accepting, and I felt comfortable. And it was something new and a different challenge for me as well.
Perfect. Okay, as far as if you think back to high school and even college, is there anything you would do differently if you had it to do over again?
Listen to my teachers a lot more. Because one thing that I know nowadays is my teachers, teachers in general, they have your best interests, right? So they want you to succeed. They want you to be as successful as possible. And I understand, being teenagers at times, we think we know it all, but we don't. I've done it all, I've been through it all, and just paying more attention and focusing on school, which I did, but just being more receptive to the information that a lot of the teachers here gave me. I definitely think would have helped me out a lot. And college-wise, I wouldn't trade anything in the world, honestly. I think I made the best decision for me. I could have went to a state or a bigger school, but Western was the ideal fit for me. I made a lot of great friends, built a lot of great relationships, and met my fiance there as well. So I think it was a great fit for me.
Definitely. Yeah. I agree with you. So tell me, let's transition from college to career.
Okay.
You're doing what as a career now?
So I'm an agent, insurance agent with Liberty Mutual Insurance. So we're focused on auto, home, and life. And prior to that, I was managing branches for Enterprise Rent-A-Car.
Okay.
For about 2 years, and then I decided to make a transition and get into the insurance field. I love sales.
Okay.
I love interacting with people. I love customer service, and I love creating solutions for my clients. And it's been phenomenal so far.
Good. So it sounds like what Santos did was really think about what he was good at, what he was passionate about. He figured out that sales might be for him. He tried it out at Enterprise in a way, and then was able to transition his skill set over into the insurance industry and is rocking it and doing an awesome job. So we're so proud of you.
Thank you.
All right. What advice would you have for teens in general when it comes to choosing a career and following your heart?
Do what's going to make you happy. And what I mean by that is, growing up, my parents were huge on, hey, become an engineer or a doctor, but I knew my ability to interact and reach out and touch people was what was going to help me be the most successful. And how I do that in my day-to-day activity is by listening to my clients and creating solutions for them. So stay focused, whatever it is that you're passionate about and you love doing, that's what you need to stay focused on. And just have that vision. It's not always going to be smooth. You're going to have some rough patches, but as long as you're happy with what you're doing, you're going to be satisfied at the end of the day. And I love what I'm doing. I'm happy with what I'm doing currently. And if that was to change, then I'll figure out the next step. We're young. So that's a great thing we have on our side. We're young, we have time, but make sure you stay focused and don't lose sight of your personal goals.
Love it. Yeah. Love it. Great advice. Thanks for being with us, Santo.
Thank you.
Before we end, Santo is going to give us his 1-minute commercial, just like you did last week. So I want you to know that it actually can happen in the real world. So, Santo, I'm going to give you an opportunity to do that. But before we close, remember, hats off to you, Wakefield. Keep your hats off in the building. So let's hear it. Let's hear your 30-minute spiel.
Yeah.
I mean, 30-second spiel, not 30 minutes. We don't have all that time.
Hey, my name is Santos. I'm an agent with Liberty Mutual, and what I focus with is auto, home, and life. And I do and conduct my business in an ethical manner. Whether or not you decide to become a client, I'm going to make sure that I take care of you and make the best recommendations for you.
Tell me more about you personally.
Personally, I was born in Nigeria. Moved here in 2000 with my family to Raleigh, North Carolina. Been here, for the past 15 years. And at first, that transition was different. Just being able to adapt to a new environment, a new country, a new culture was something extremely difficult at first. But with the help of a lot of my administrators and family and friends, I was able to make things happen and grow from there. And when I graduated from Wakefield High, went to Western Carolina University. Go Cats.
Shout 'em out.
Shout 'em out.
What?
And then moved back to Raleigh, so I've been in Raleigh since then. Managed branches for Enterprise for a while. And then right now I'm an insurance agent with Liberty Mutual, find a lot of success. And my goal is to be able to come back to Wakefield High and get back to the school and be able to show a lot of the students here that it is possible to make it happen and be successful.
Fantastic. What's your favorite book?
Favorite book is called The 5-Hour Work Week.
5-Hour Work Week.
4-Hour Work Week.
4-Hour Work Week. Are you a cat or dog person?
I'll choose a dog.
Dog.
Dog. Yeah.
Really, neither?
Neither.
We're going to have to talk about that.
I'm not huge on pets at all.
Favorite reality TV show?
Oh my goodness. Reality? I'm not huge on like reality TV shows.
Really? What's your favorite TV show?
Favorite TV show is Suits.
I'll have to check that out.
Suits, yeah. It's about lawyers and all that good jazz. Check it out. It's awesome. Suits is my favorite.
Sounds great.
So far, yes, rocking and rolling with it.
Sounds great. All about the W. Thanks, Santo.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.